From the age of 5, when this Little Mermaid's family moved to a house with a pool, she was more in the water than out. Today, with help from a friend, she runs South Africa's first ever Merschool.
Hi Insider SA, I'm Izelle Nair.
And I'm Nadia Walker.
We're the Mermaids at Merschool. Ever since I can remember, I love the water. I grew up in Namibia, next to the river on a farm. I watched a show about obstacle courses, and one of the contestants was a mer coach. And I Googled it and I realized, oh my gosh, you can be a mermaid as a career. And then in 2020, we had the opportunity to take over the swim school, and I thought, this is a great time to bring mermaiding to South Africa. I then contacted Nadia. She is a swim teacher for over 20 years. She has a background in artistic swimming, and I said, let's put our brains together and come up with a syllabus and come up with this movement water practice where you wear this beautiful tail, and it just kicked off from there.
It's quite exciting working with Izelle. She comes up with these amazing ideas and then she throws it out there. And somehow they just manage to happen. She attracts what she wants and needs. It's like the mermaid, she wants it and it happens. The first time I put on a tail, it was nothing like this glamorous, but it was the most amazing experience.
They soon saw how many harbour mermaid dreams, and now they even boast a merman champion in Alessandro Aliquo.
What I enjoy the most about the sport is it's very challenging. It takes a lot of fitness. Been doing it for about 2 years now.
What I enjoy most about mermaiding is definitely the exercise part of it, but also the social part of it. Izelle and Nadia are very attentive. They make sure that you do the techniques correctly. They make sure that you actually get to breathe, keep your breath a little bit longer under the water, because that's very necessary, especially when you're doing back rolls and front rolls and all of the tricks and stuff that they're teaching you.
For 10 years, Izelle has run a yoga studio, and she finds that it shares many parallels with what she does in the water.
We're preparing for the mermaiding competition in October. There are 10 moves that we have to master, and we put those 10 moves together in a sequence to music, and then you're performing and you're interacting with the crowd. So the 10 moves need to be perfected. So some of the shapes show up in the mermaiding that we do in yoga. There's a lot of the backbend shapes, some of the handstands. There's also the element of being calm. We want to look graceful underwater as mermaids. We want to swim slowly. So for that, we need that calm state of mind, same as what we have in yoga.
The ocean still to be crossed here is broadening the public's mind about mermaiding.
It's challenging making this a recognizable sport. People have prejudices and preconceived ideas about mermaiding and wearing a mermaid tail. Some people think it's just for play, or that it's a costume, it's just for women or little girls. So breaking through that and showing people, you know, it is a whole body practice workout. Internationally, it's well known, it's very popular. So in South Africa, we still have a lot of growing of the sport to do. The idea is that there would be provincial competitions, and then those winners will take part in the nationals, and then that winner will be going overseas to international or world championships in China.
Competing against your own limits is the key in the freediving part of the sport, practiced by Heidi Leach.
So freediving in mermaiding is all dependent on what kind of mermaid you choose to be, whether it be a fabric tail, which is often a beginner, and as you advance, a silicone tail is probably the most freediving safety issues that you need to apply. So with a silicone tail, they can range from 12 to 21 kgs. I was first introduced to a silicone tail in Singapore. I was fortunate enough to try on a tail. I couldn't get over it, and I decided I had to be able to bring that to South Africa. And it took me a year to develop. I did many sort of prototypes that didn't work until I finally got to something that did work, and now I'm able to produce.
I am so excited to go for a new tail fitting. Every time I get a new tail, I match my hair to my tail, and I just can't wait to see what the new tail is going to look like.
Of the fabric and silicone tail types, designer Zelda Velgemuth is the creative and practical mind behind the fabric variety. each unique to its owner.
The process of creating the tails are quite intricate because first I need to design them, and for that I look for inspiration, be it in nature, be it with flowers or butterflies or whatever, to design the flue, and also what the scales would look like. I draw it in then, and then I basically convert that into Photoshop into a graphic design. From there, I take the measurement of the person who wants to order the tail, and then I need to make it life size. I send that to the printers, which then print it on fabric. After that, it comes back, and then I pass it on to Wilhelmine, who then puts it together for us and sews it together.
Seamstress Ramaisela Wilhelmina Apane is like the fairy godmother of mermaiding.
The things that I enjoy the most sewing the tail is when the people wearing the tail and swimming, they're getting very excited. And I see that they're very happy.
If there's an Atlantis Fashion Week, and who's to say there isn't, this would be the showstopper.
The inspiration behind this tail is the sunset. I absolutely love the sunset colors. Yellow is my favorite, so we've worked in quite a bit of yellow. And then it also matches my hair. There's these beautiful purples and pinks and peachy colors. The new fabric feels very different to my old fabric tail. The fabric is a lot lighter, so it won't be as heavy, and it will be easier to lift the tail out of the water. We've also put in a little bit of neoprene in the extra fins on the sides. And neoprene makes it buoyant, so it will float in the water. It's not going to clamp up. It's going to look more realistic and real.
To hear that Izelle also plays the harmonium is to believe she must be a real mermaid.
Thank you for joining us on this mermaid journey. Join us in the pool.
Yes, our country needs teachers, nurses, electrical engineers, and you can be any of those while being a mermaid too. Get more of the Insider Essay online. Follow, connect, engage, and be inspired to live better with the Insider Essay. Watch the show Monday evenings at 6. Repeat Saturday at 1 on S3.